quick intro. Let's go. Alrighty guys, what's going on, and welcome back to last week in AUCS. This is going to be episode 4, probably going to be a quick one as well, just by what's happened in the week, and get onto that a little bit more later. But anyways, let's start off with the MDL. So to start us off with MDL this week, we actually saw a match played on Monday. We saw Vance taking on TWA, as you can see, 17-19 in favor of TWA in overtime. It was on Train, which, you know, to start things off, was kind of cool to see Train, but for this match to just be back and forth the whole game, it was really awesome to watch. Next, we do see Inferno be the map played for Rooster and Chiefs, 16-7 in favor of the Chiefs. Inferno, once again, this time Avant, absolutely powerhousing over Paradox, 16-3. And then we actually go over to Mirage. Haven't seen Mirage in quite a while, but Control, a 16-6, take the victory over Forbidden. Vance and Rooster both back yet again, 16-11 in favor of Rooster, this time on Nuke. And to close out this section of 6, we do see PC419 take on Justice, although not the outcome they would have liked for this one. It was 2-16 in favor of Justice. Train was the map. And again, you know, we see 2 maps of Train in this section of 6. Kind of very surprised that those were the maps that were actually played, just gathering these teams. Over into the next installment, we do see another 16-2. This time it was actually against Justice. They got done by Avant on Inferno. And then back to the old stable, Dust 2, we do see Overt taking on Paradox, and they won it out, 16-9. Bit of a surprising one in that one, but, you know, Overt, they are starting to showcase some good things. And then, unfortunately, we do see Ground Zero take a forfeit win over PC419. Couldn't quite get a roster up to play in this match. It isn't AUCS unless we see some overtime. This week we saw overtime between Order and Rooster over on Inferno, but Order do take the win 19-16. And then we quickly will close out the last 2 maps on Mirage. Again, 16-13 for Paradox over TWA, and 7-16 in favor of the Chiefs over Skyfire. A couple more to go now. We do see Nuke be played between Order and Ground Zero, 16-4. Once again, Order, they really are showcasing why they're on top of the MDL this season. Control then take on Skyfire, 16-6 over on Mirage. If you guys are wondering quickly who Control are as well, they are actually the ESEA Open roster. And lastly, we do see Incept take on Mako. The map was Inferno. The match just finished Sunday night. It was played at 7 o'clock. It's now 8 o'clock when I'm doing this. Yeah, 16-5 in favor of Mako. Didn't see that coming. But now we move on quickly into the ladder. This was last week's ladder, as we touched upon it in last week's episode as well. Order, they were on top. Then it was Vance, Ground Zero, TWA, Avant, Rooster, Chiefs, Skyfire. But, you know, we move over into the new week, and as always, take it with a little bit of grain of salt, because some teams play more matches than other teams. Order, though, they are still on top. Then you do see the Chiefs go on up. Avant, TWA, they stay the same. Then Ground Zero, they slipped a little bit. Vance, Rooster, and Overt. That is the top 8 for this week. So I don't really have any clips to show you guys this week, kind of just going through this one quite fast. There was a little bit of Counter-Strike that was played. As, you know, nothing outside of MDL this week, nothing too spectacular happened, a couple of close games, but, you know, no clips for this week. So we do move over into the news segment, where we do have the announcement come from the Chiefs. They have announced that Soju, Zeph, and Vexite are joining their 5-man roster along Apoc Dud and Humongous. Also in the news, which isn't on the official side, some of it is, some of it's not, Chubster has departed Skyfire after we did see him join recently. 6 days is kind of what lasted in that lineup. There's no official announcement of the actual 5th replacement player just yet, but, you know, we see the games that are being played with a certain individual. Don't really go into the name right now because, as I said, nothing official. But yeah, there's a change in Skyfire, and also, as I mentioned over in the MDL season part, ESEA Open, now Control, they have the old Control logo with them as well, so potentially picked up by Control. As I said, not official just yet. So that is going to wrap up this episode. Just a quick one. You know, we only had the MDL and a little bit of news. Hopefully I can get some clips for next episode as well, because, you know, I always like to be able to break down things and show you some cool things that actually did happen in the week, but nothing really spectacular shone out to me this week. So just take this as a little free pass one, a little quick update. next week or this week now, we do, move forward with the MDL, and we'll be waiting to sort of see if there's any other leagues starting up and continuing on with those invitationals and everything. So thanks for joining me once again, guys. If you did miss out on a couple of the other episodes and this is the first one you have watched, I'd suggest going back to the start of the series and I guess following along with the episodes as we'll continue to do this. But as always, thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode.